the trees them start to paint in a whitewash the base of the trees and whitewash the sidewalks and on Christmas Eve you go grand market, some people go on Christmas Day. A routine in my house is a thing called eggnog. Now me come here and see eggnog selling a bottle. Hey. But on Christmas Day your mother used to make eggnog. And she had a punch bowl that we use one time for the year. Christmas Day. Oh yes. And you're right. So this last book on CD which I have is called Kintit Kiba Heartbun. And what I do with this book is to celebrate what I call the creativity of Jamaican poor people. Because you see, when people poor in Jamaica, they find all kinds of creative ways to make the dollar stretch. And I always say rich people can't create nothing, right? Because they never have a reason to sometimes. So the first poem in this book is called Kintit Kiba Heartbun. See if you recognize anything here. Half a book and half a pencil, you're gone to school. Bubble slush and suck, your belly must full. Coconut brush and red oak dye, floor have a shine. Pick your own and tambourine switch, keep you in line. Use and reuse tea bag, take pot water, bus gas. Fall on the bucket, chop off head with cutlass. Coconut bowl for cricket bat, milk box for your ball. What we choose in your hand, in time rain start to fall. Right. Fry up overnight dumpling, tambourine edge your teeth. Condensed milk and bread, water scenting sweet. Flour charcoal in a pot, blue soap patch wash pan. We Kintit Kiba Heartbun because we name Jamaican. Yeah. So, listen now. There was a time, you see, when we used to get second-hand clothes. Everybody in Jamaica, whether you get it from your auntie big sister, your cousin big daughter, whatever, we got second-hand clothes. And it's not like nowadays where people very out of order when they get second-hand clothes and turn up their nose. Who? They don't wear sweatina and they don't wear pupina. Clothing that has been sweatinaed or pupinaed, right? So, what them days we used to get is second-hand clothes, we wear them, right? The problem with second-hand clothes is that second-hand clothes don't fit right. So you get a uniform from your auntie big daughter, it have to have one hem when come all the way up your son. Then when they put in two seam on the side, your hand cock off some, right? Then every month now them let out the hem, let out the hem, let out the hem, let out the hem. Then when it gets short now, they put a thing named bias binding round the hem. Oh yes. When it get really short now, then pick out the waist, drop in a piece of cloth and drop on back the belt over the piece of cloth. Those were the days when your shirt collar tear up. Right? And you just pick it off, spin it round and stitch it down. And somebody would have to fast to know say, and then the collar tear up. But you see, it's not just little girls that know it. Little boys them know. The little boys they put on khaki pants. And it big, so it hem come up to your son. And when they girty in the waist, the little boy them shape out, When the little boy them get tall now and let out the pants every month and thing, but when the pants get tight now, your mother said you got a dressmaker now to splice a piece of cloth into the inseam of the pants. But there was no rule that said the same color of the pants gonna be the same color of the cloth. So sometimes it's a khaki pants with a red inseam, right? Now I want to read. Right. And those are the days, when for example you get a shoes and your toe always a bust out the shoes and grow too big. Parents buy the shoes 3 size big, you see, and they stuff the paper down in the shoes toe. And every couple months they take out little out of the paper. And when the shoes start to get tight, your toe up down the front, they cut out the front of the shoes. Yes, man. And when they cannot, when it get really, really tight now, they cut out the back of the shoes. So see a picture here with the two of the shoes cut out, yeah? Oh yes. So you walk to school and make a joke, you see when your foot. Those were the days when we used to have a thing named crepe. Remember when you had them batter crepe? And when the crepe start to get dingy, you draw for the bottle of whitening and you whiten the crepe. Some friends of mine tell me said they were going to a dance and a girl, everybody go wear them like a pretty skirt and them crepe. She never have no crepe. So when the night get dark, my girl just take a bottle of whitening and whiten her foot and go to the dance. And the man never dance and a jump on her foot all time. Yeah. Those are the days, when our children made their toys. Nowadays, toy you have to go to store and buy. But our little boys made them truck and them car with milk box and juice box and then take buckle stop and flatten it down, make them wheels and things. Little girls used to, anything became a dolly.
Yes.
Used to use all the aerated water. Remember when aerated water was a big thing? Yes. Aerated water buckle, you put the grass in it and that is your dolly. Or you make your parents, your father, ox out. There's a verb, ox, right? To ox out the coconut. They ox out the coconut. The coconut already have 2 eyes and a mouth and you leave like a hair upon it. And then there's a picture on the front there's a picture on the front with the coconut dolly. Oh yeah. And you leave the little hair and you put in the ribbon. Even mango seed, like East Indian mango, when you suck off that and you have the hair, that was a dolly for some people. I have a friend who said she used to go to the pasture next door and plait up the grass here with the ribbon. That was her dolly. But I think she didn't mind because when her mother called her in the evening, and the next day she go back into the pasture and the dog and the hair pull out, the grass pull out, she beat them. Why would I pull out no hair and she beat them? Oh yeah. Those are the days. Those are the days when you never had toys, so you use things like your mother, grease paper and comb. And that was your musical instrument. We used to use milk box and make dandy shandy. Those are the days we used to use like lignum vitae wood and you carve it out and you get gig. And when that guy just roll up him gigs and you go say you get next guy a corny. Oh yeah. I remember when you used to make the gig all running in your hand, which are the men in this room used to do that. Make the gig running in your hand. So yeah man, those are the kinds of things we used to do. Jamaican people in terms of their creativity, the concept for example of touch meat doesn't exist. Meat cannot touch. For if you sprinkle a little lime juice or a little vinegar on that, touching be gone. You go back and you cook your meat. Them days, in terms of creativity, you go for make some flour, right? And you look in the flour pan and you see some little movements that go on in the flour pan. We will take it up. Do we chow away the flour? Oh no. You grab for the strain and you start to sieve out that and those are you make dumpling and the dumpling leave overnight. Do we chow away the dumpling? When you slice that across the middle and you put a little black pepper and a little salt and you fry up that. Fry up overnight dumpling. You have little overnight rice, next morning turn rice porridge. You understand? You grate the coconut because you know the verb is not to grate, the verb is to grate up. And all of we know what it is to have finger head that grater off with grater in coconut. And you use the coconut milk, you make rice and peas, but then you use the coconut trash, you use it to make toto, you use it to make grater cake, you use it to feed the fowl, you put little salt, sugar in it and give it pick me as a snack. So these are the kinds of creative things that our parents used to do because they wasted nothing. When it came to things like, alright, when you want little